Hi everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk to you guys today about all the services that we use and if it's worth it to change who we're using the services with. For example, if you have internet with Time Warner and you get a great deal, you know, for Verizon, is it worth changing services? And sometimes I feel like, guess what? If it ain't broken, why fix it? So let me get started with it. First of all, I wanted you guys to say hello to little Hippity Hoppity here. One of you had mentioned you missed him, so I wanted to include him in this video. Basically, what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was the services that we use. Some are needs, some are wants. Obviously, electricity is a need. If you own a car, having car insurance is good. If you own a home, having homeowner's insurance. And also, if you really need internet at your home, internet. Many of you need a cell phone because you might travel and for safety reasons you like to have one in the car. I know people that are constantly changing all of these services all the time to see if they can get it cheaper with somewhere else. I do feel it's good for all of us to reevaluate however often you feel it's necessary for your life and your family to reevaluate all the services you use. So let's say you own a home, maybe you're homeowners, or your life insurance company, anything, health insurance. It could be any service that you're using. It's always good to reevaluate. And I've learned over the years, my dad used to say to me, hey, you might be paying a little more for this, but if it ain't broken, why fix it? An example being, this is years ago when they had more landlines out there, and there was a company that came into town, I don't even remember, this was back in the very early 90s, and my friend says, Dawn, you should switch to this phone company, you're going to save so much money. Well, I don't recall much of it because it was such a bad memory. I remember switching to that company and got the worst service ever, and it really didn't save me that much money. Have any of you done that where you say, gosh, I feel like I'm spending so much for my internet, or I'm spending so much for my cell phone service, and then you switch to a cheaper one and you're going, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Or you may switch and go, you know what, I like the other one a little bit better, but I don't like it better enough to, switch back and pay more. A lot of times when these companies want you to switch, they always charge you a lot less at the beginning, but then once you're with them for a while, they increase their rates anyway. So I think this is a subject that all of us could think about. We could write down all the services that we use, see if we're, number one, are we happy with the customer service? Are we happy with the service that we're getting? Do we feel we're receiving value from it? And do we feel it's worth it? If not, it's probably good to change. But to me, if I am using a service that I feel like I'm getting value from, for example, I have Time Warner Internet. Say if someone said, well, gosh, you could get it a lot cheaper with this, FiOS system, and it would be a lot less expensive. We'll say it's half the amount. I'm like, well, gosh, you know what? I've got all my work hooked up with this. I'm really pleased with it. I really don't want to switch. I'm that kind of way. It takes me, I hate to say this, if I'm happy with a service, I really hate to switch it even if I'm going to save money. Maybe that's not so financially smart, but that's kind of the way I am because I was raised that way. I would definitely like to know how you feel because I think it is good for us to all evaluate all the services we're using to see if we're getting the best bang for our buck and the best value and see, are there ways that we can save a little money here or there? I have saved money by bundling my internet, my phone, and our cable TV. So I'm saving about $80 a month doing that, which is great. At this point, I don't feel I want to change any of the other services that I have, but I'm always open to looking at it, but I'm slow to change. I'd love to hear what you think about this subject. Have you saved money by cutting any of your services or changing to a different company? Number one question. Number two, have you ever changed to a different service and been really unhappy and had to switch back, or you were actually happier with the less expensive service? Anyway, that's what I wanted to ask with you, and I know you want to hear our little friend sing before we go, and I will see you tomorrow night for Free and Frugal Friday. Love you. Bye. Oh wait, now I can't figure out how to turn him on. Oh, here he is. Sorry. Here we go. Here comes Anyway, guys, I will sign off now. I love you, everybody. Bye. Al, you can turn it off.